Good morning, my friends. Here we are again to tap into the energy focus for this week, which is February 2nd through the 8th. Now, I felt a bit surprised by the luminary that came up here, and this one is called Celebration. And with the energies that we've been experiencing that are really pretty chaotic around in the world, it seems like celebration was something that I wouldn't have picked, but for sure it was the one that was meant to be here. So we'll talk about that, what that is and what that's about. So I want to share with the screen with you so you get a chance to really see what this energy is, because it's quite spectacular and just really does have that feeling of celebration within it. Notice the red, which is part of celebration, and the green. And this is was the thing that was used for by Lorinda Eileen, who's the artist, for creating this. She would always ask me to give her something, words or a picture or something that she could use as her inspiration. This was taken from a poinsettia. So you can see the red and green, the yellow. These colors are really important. The red and green are a wonderful balance between action and heart energy. And the yellow is really about how we show up in our human life. And so, really, celebration is going to be telling us a lot. So, I want to go into this for a minute. With the chaos and crazy making antics around us at this time, you may be surprised to know that the luminary for this weekend and next week is called Celebration. I don't know about you, but what we see in the human world just doesn't seem like something to celebrate. And yet, I'm hearing from many directions that the new energies are here. They haven't revealed themselves fully yet, but many of us have been working toward this time of change for a long time. And that is truly something to celebrate. So, from the book that I wrote that goes with these luminaries, there is a suggestion I think that will be really helpful. So it's called, this section is called Applying Celebration to Your Life. And let's do this weekend and next week, and come back next Friday and report on what you felt. So here's what celebration tells us: practice faith by celebrating the world in your mind's eye. See the beauty, peace, and all the qualities you have longed for, much as a peacock displaying its vibrant feathers. So I want to say a bit about this. It's like we are to visualize beauty and peace and all the qualities that we have longed for. Remember, that's how you manifest something. So part of the celebration here is for us to focus on these very positive things that are happening along with the chaos. So just know that the new blueprint, meaning that which is coming into form, it has a blueprint before it comes into form. Know that the blueprint has entered the energetic gateway. The energetic gateway is where it comes into a place where we see it. So the physical confirmation will follow. You will see what you longed for. Visualizing these qualities right now quickly brings them into day-to-day reality. So that is our job now, is to visualize and see as already here in form what it is that we want to see: the peace, the beauty, all of the people, loving each other, all the things that we have wanted. We want to visualize that so that we are bringing them into form. All right, so I'm going to there. Now, what I want to do is go to the next one, which is really an important part of moving into celebration. And this is the color card. And the color is the strength in brown. You know, the colors and the color cards have both the strength and the lesson. The strength means that it's already here. Even if you're not fully embodying it, it's already here. So just like celebration, we want to be the strength of brown in this week. So the strength of brown is something really beautiful. And I picked out a little bit from what's in the book, but I also want to talk a little more about it. So what I do is I have us go to the strength in brown, and then there are paragraphs within that that are what this might be about, and then you just feel it and see which paragraph stands out for you. So there were 3 paragraphs that stood out. And as I asked to know what to say, about Brown, these paragraphs stood out. Here they are: simplicity and sharing, connecting to the body, sound and movement. So these are all things to stay connected to this week. Especially simplicity and sharing. That word of simplicity, simplify, that's also another one of the luminaries. But that is so huge, at least for me at this time, because I tend to get too much on my plate and then I get overwhelmed. But simplicity is what keeps me present and focused on what's next. Now, connecting to the body, this is huge. And it's really more than just connecting, it's becoming the friend. A relationship like your best friend. Your body and you can have that kind of relationship. And then sound and movement, many of us are really brought into that sense of what brown is about when we feel certain music, when we do certain kinds of movement. So if you're led to that, that's a great thing to do during this week. Now, I want to add a little bit more to that. So as I feel into brown, these paragraphs are important, but there's something else that is pulling on my sleeve. Brown is the Earth Mother nurturing us. It's the Earth Mother nurturing us. The plants, animals, and humans are fed and loved by the mother. She is also clearly saying, nurture yourself and others. So this is the message from the Strength in Brown. We can already do that. We have been doing that, but let's do it consciously. Let's remember that that's what this week is about. So think about how you could consciously nurture yourself and others. I know for me, a big part of nurturing myself is taking a nap when I need it. Now, not everybody has that option. But when I was in a job where I was the front office of a small manufacturing company, I found that by noon, I was exhausted. At that time, I didn't understand that part of it was because I was taking on all the energies around me of the people who worked there, the people who came in, who were vendors and different things like that. But what I did know, and what I found out to be really true for me, is I could go to my car at noon and I could close my eyes and go into a deep rest for about 20 minutes. And I could then go through the rest of the day with lots of energy. So I did that even in the winter. I would have a blanket and a pillow in there, and I would just go to completely into an inner place. And that would allow me to let go of anything that I had taken on. That was a real big lesson for me. So I will hope you will look at where is the place that you can do this self-care for you. Because in your inner self, the answer is there. It's just that you have to be conscious enough to go there and listen to what is important to your self-care. So love and nurture changes the energy of the earth. So focusing on nurture feeds not only the body, but also the soul self and the mind. That energy is the essence of love, that sometimes waits and sometimes offers. Are you attuned to the message and the healing love from the earth? So, what we want to remember is focusing on nurture feeds not only the body, it also feeds the soul self that is your true self inside, and it also feeds the mind. And the mind is one that takes on a lot of things that aren't true. It listens to what it's told from parents and many other sources, and it takes on things that really aren't true for it. So the mind, part of nurturing the mind is just letting go of what's not true for you. And you will know that as you tap into your true self and say, is that true for me? Is that really important to me? Is that how I love? Is that how I live a very wonderful life of being true to myself and who I am? Ask yourself that, because that's another way of nurturing yourself. So what we want to do is ask ourselves this question: are we attuned to the message and the healing love from the earth? Because we can go inside and get these answers, but also if we connect to the earth, we are totally supplied with what we need in order to not just survive, but to thrive and become who we truly are. So when we come home to the inner soul self, we remember how much we are supported. We remember how much we're supported. So stop when you feel that, express your gratitude. So when you feel that support from the earth, it can be looking at a sunrise. It can be digging in the ground. It can be just standing on grass or standing on the earth or just visualizing. One of the visualizations I've been doing is one of a tree. And when you feel the roots of that tree going down into the earth, into the center of the innate love, and you feel that coming back up in you, wow, that's amazing. That's an amazing kind of way of being nurtured. So what we want to do is take a moment, if that happens, and say, oh, thank you. Thank you for the sunrise. Thank you for the words that came from that person that really warmed my heart. Thank you that I have this ability to do something that helps other people and helps me. And just be in gratitude for all of this and know that the earth is supporting you and loving you and bringing you nurture. So let's remember that brown nurtures and supports us. Celebration reminds us that know that the blueprint has entered the energetic gateway. The physical confirmation will follow. So one of the things we want to be aware of is how we can help to bring into form the things that we really want on this earth by seeing them as already there and seeing them in our life when they come up, and then noticing the confirmation that comes as celebration brings us insights, little views of what's happening that's different from this chaos that's going on around us. And remember, community is so important. It's so important to be in touch with other people that are working on this. And that's what we do at Transformational Tools. And I invite you to go to our website, transformationaltools.com, and take a look at the kinds of things that we offer. This month, we're also offering a beginning course that we call Thrive as a Highly Sensitive and Intuitive Person. And you can find that on our website. Also, please sign up for our newsletter. It has a link there to a new delivery system that we have for our courses. And it's only $37, and it is available to you to do in your own timing. So go to transformationaltools.com, sign up for the newsletter, and you will see the current one that takes you directly to that course. All right, my friends, Thank you for being here. And now we will move into doing some special presentation, not presentations, but readings for those of you who are here in person. All right. We're ready to do some readings for you. So, Stacy, have you been keeping track of who's here so that we can know who to do a reading for?
Gotta unmute myself. I could sign language, I guess. So our first that came on today was Leslie.
Okay. So I'm going to pick a card for Leslie as you peruse and see who else we have here with us. Leslie, yours is a color card today. And let me get it here so I'm in the middle of the picture. You know, that color card of brown was really terrific and really affected me because I've been doing this meditation, which this meditation that I've been doing is on the newsletter. I hope you'll give it a try and see if that does something for you. All right, Leslie, you're in the strength of violet purple, regal, commanding, spiritual. Um, you know what, Leslie? I just have always felt that in your spirit. I've always felt that that is part of what you're here for, is to bring that kind of energy forward. I think it's right now, this is the time when we are called to be the true self that we are, to be our soul in form. And this is a big one here. And because it's the strength in violet purple, it means that you are already there, even if you haven't quite accepted it. So, and you know, accepting who we really are is not an ego trip. This is being clear about who we are inside and saying, that's who I am. That's who I'm going to be here in my human life to the best of my ability. And I find that when we are on that track and we really are living who we are, it is so satisfying. It feels so right. And then from that comes this real I think it's like an additional power that comes through, because not only do you stand up straighter and you feel more of who you really are, but that is really telegraphed out to the people around you, which is why we're here. We're bringing an energy that we telegraph out. But when we're not in that true self, what we're sending out isn't who we truly are. And usually we just don't feel good about that. So you're in the strength of this, Leslie. You're doing it. And I want to congratulate you. And I hope you will congratulate yourself, because it's not always easy to be the truth of who we are in the world in which we live. Go, Leslie.
And next we've got Will.
Okay. Oh, Will, you're always a luminary. Let's see what's up for Will here. Okay. What we got for Will is this one? There's two of them that I don't quite always unfolding. That's one I thought it was. Okay, so here's unfolding, and then Stacy will put up one that you can see even better than this one. So unfolding is always an interesting one to get. And the reason I say that is that I think sometimes there's a little bit of fear about unfolding. And I think, Will, yours is not so much fear, but maybe a bit of reluctance to really accept these parts of you that are unfolding and to know how important that is. I hope that you will move into that so that you can really appreciate you And again, that's not an ego trip. If the more that we stand up and we are strong in who we truly are, the more we're doing what we came here for. And Will, you'll know when to say no to certain things that you're not ready for and what it is that you need to step into as you unfold, because unfolding means that, oh, and in this unfolding, there's a line in there that I want to read to you, because this one is really, really important. And so it says, there is so much more in your crystalline core than what you yet know. I think we always have this sense of what's there, but it's not very specific. It is time for your unfolding, one step at a time is all it takes. Okay, so then it says, move into the unfolding like a child. Well, because where you do your ecstatic dancing, and that is part of who you are and how you live as your true self, that is the way that you can also get in touch with the unfolding. So congratulations. Wonderful stuff. All right.
Way to go, Will. And
Yeah.
next we have Courtney.
Hey, Courtney, I'm glad you're here. Okay. Let me see where we are. I think Courtney's is a luminary today also. Oh, I love this one. This is Awakened. Awakened is a real special, lovely card.
Dawning. I think it's dawning.
It's a dawning. Okay, so let me see. Those are two other ones that I get confused. But I feel like they're very close in some ways in terms of what their meanings are. Yeah, you're right. It is dawning. And awakened, it means that you're already there. Dawning means that you're on the edge of bringing forward who you are. So think of it this way, Courtney. Remember the most beautiful sunrise you've ever seen, and know that that's who you are. You are that sunrise, because you are bringing forward more and more of your true self. It's like it's this dawn that comes a little bit at a time. And I don't know, here we have a dawn that's just like, and sometimes the colors are fantastic. And it's that kind of thing. You may even be surprised as to what comes through you as you're dawning, Courtney. And just know that we here at Transformational Tools are here to support you in that. Because sometimes it's almost a little bit too much, and you go, wait a minute, and you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but you want to stand in the process that you're going through, because that is really important. So blessings to you, Courtney. You're really a wonderful soul here, doing the very best you can, and we really support you. All right.
Okay, next we have Grace.
Hi, Grace. We're always so happy when Grace comes. Okay. Okay, Grace. This is the lesson in red, and it's about releasing the burdens of the world. I got something like that the other day. I use the color cards and luminaries, and then sometimes I pick cards from another deck. And one of the one I got was let go of the heavy burden. Oh, look at that red! Oh, love that. So Grace, you may not even realize what you're carrying, because sometimes I know it kind of caught me off guard when I began to feel like there was an energy that felt like sadness. And there was no sadness in my life. I wrote this up as part of my article in the newsletter. But what I found was that I was tapping into an energy that even my cat was experiencing, because he was being very off kilter, not like his loving self. Uh, and so what I want to tell you is that we can be very uh, and you know this, Grace. We can be very off kilter sometimes, and it's the it's not necessarily because you're doing something wrong, but go back to being so in touch with your inner self that you stop and you go, okay, what's going on? Because I had to do that, and it took me a while and some help from some others to finally get to the bottom of what was going on with me. But but let's not carry these energies that are so heavy and are so in some cases dark. And I know that we worry about them and that we tend to go, can't we just get on to what's next? Because we know there is something next for the earth that is not that. But we have to stay right here, right now. And we have to be the ones that are shining that light. Look at that light in that picture. That's who we are, right in the midst of a lot of chaos. We have to be that light. So, Grace, that's the message. Don't let yourself get burdened. Sit down, figure out how you can shift that. Go to the newsletter. There's my meditation in there will help you. So that's the one for Grace. All right.
Okay, next we have Doreen Carroll.
Doreen. Great. Okay, see what's up for Doreen. I think yours is a luminary today, Doreen. This is just a tag onto what I was just talking about. This is called illumination. So that picture in red is part of illumination, but Stacy's going to show you this particular luminary in a more of a clear picture. So I love these other pictures that we have because it really takes the art. There you go. All right, see that center? That is illumination. Now that comes from being totally in touch with in touch with who you are inside and your true self. Your true self is shining out of there. And then notice around the outside here, the people that are seeing that light, the people that are wondering, how can she have that bright light when things are so messy? So it's so important to carry that light, Doreen, and know that that's who you truly are. And thank you for being here to shine your light. All right, who's next?
Next we have Deborah Beatty.
Beatty, yeah.
Beatty?
Okay. I think that's how I've known Deborah for a long time. And Deborah does some really cool stuff. So what I want to do now, Deborah, is yours is the luminary again. Luminaries are really up right now. So let's see what's up for Deborah. All right, again, this is the other one that I get mixed up. You'd think after all the times. Oh, this one's expanding. So expanding, it's expanding and evolve. What's the other one that you're not evolving, but it's unfolding. So expanding and unfolding have some of the similar kinds of things to them. But Deborah, what this is for you in terms of expanding, this is not like expanding the things that you're doing. This is about expanding the nuances of who you are into every single thing that you do. Because you have a lot of energy and don't put it out in such a way that it gets dissipated, but keep that energy very focused on the things that you're here for, and make sure that you are embedding that energy of who you are in every single thing you do, and listen when then message comes, you're finished with this, now move on. And that doesn't mean you're finished with what work you're doing, but we're all being brought to a place to do more, go deeper, more infused with who we are in our very core. So, Deborah, keep it up. We're just so happy that you're here and that you're doing what you're doing. And then just work on the nuances, because this is a time of really moving out there and expanding into the part of you that is your true self. I'm glad you're resonating with it. She says, I'm evolving what I'm offering as well as changing which focus follow. I think we all are in a way, because we're in a new energy. This energy is a higher frequency. And the kinds of things that we brought before might be really good for some people, but there are others that have been with us and have evolved to a certain point. And we want to be with that energy as it evolves. So good for you. All right.
Next, we have Susie, my Qigong buddy.
Yes, Susie. I'm so glad you're here. I want to write this one down on there, on Deborah. Okay, Susie, yours is a color card today. I know how much you love color, and color loves you. So here, let's see. Oh, this is fun. Okay, Susie, you got the very card that is the card for this week, the Strength in Brown. All right, so here's what I'm feeling in your energy. Is Well, I feel like this is truly a part of your life purpose. Let me just go to the book and read you about the life purpose, because there's something that is coming up that your inner self wants you to know about this. Um, all right, so two things stand out. So in the book, in the color card book, each chapter is a color. And in the very last part of the chapter is some suggestions about your life purpose. So I know you, but I don't know you well enough to know if this fits, but I believe it does, or I wouldn't have gone here. One possibility is healing the inner child. Your purpose in Brown may be to teach others how to bring comfort and love to their inner child. First, you will learn to care for that child within you. Then you will be prepared to help others. And the other one is natural remedies. You may be drawn to alternative medicine and remedies that come from nature, such as herbs and aromatherapy. This could be as a healing practitioner or a teacher. Other remedies might include building homes that express a natural architect, or music that heals. Colors taken from the earth might be used in art or healing techniques. Whatever Mother Nature has to offer can be used to uplift and heal. So, because of your love of colors, it may be that you're being drawn into a certain kind of art that uses the natural world as part of the art. So, just sit with that and see if it's true for you, and your inner self will help you take it from there. But what I do know about your nature, Susie, is that you have that kind of a love that I feel in the center of the earth, that is like a mother that loves a child. And so you are here to bring that love to yourself and to everyone around you. And you will do that as your energy field becomes so close to the Mother Earth, and you are so connected to that energy that it just comes up from the earth, in through your body, and out through your heart. So you can be that. And we are here to support you in that. All right. So we have Shelley Johnson.
Oh, just popped on. Look at that.
Yeah. Was there anybody else before Shelley?
No, nope.
Okay. Okay, Shelley, you're just in time for reading. I'm feeling like a luminary is here for Shelley. Let's see what it is. Oh, this is a beautiful one. This one's called Presence. So, Stacy will get that up so you can see it even better. Okay. Okay, Shelley, what this is we do a one card reading right here today. And then if you want to do a longer reading, you can sign up for that on transformationaltools.com. But this one is something you can sit with and work with. And what I'm feeling for this one's called Presence. And it's that feeling that you have that there is an energy here that is not you, but it is an energy that is here to help guide you if you allow that. And it's an energy that is part of the presence of the universe. And this presence for you, Shelley, is here because you are moving into a new phase of understanding who you are in the deepest part of yourself. Now, I want to read a little bit from Presence because there's something in here that is really important for you. Okay, it says, before a thought can contain it, presence breathes and shifts as needed. Softly, it imprints wisdom within and channels divine mind through those who are willing. So I get that, Shelley, that this is really about you coming into a place where you are coming from your true self inside in a way maybe that you have never felt you could get to before. And that it imprints wisdom, this presence which comes through you, imprints wisdom in you, but it also offers wisdom to others in whatever way you're led to do that, because it's not always words. What's
Yeah,
inappropriate?
I don't think Shelley actually wanted a reading today.
I guess not. Okay. Okay. Let's see. All right. Do we have anybody else?
No, actually, that's good. I just, I'm amazed that you are getting so popular lately that, and I didn't catch it at first until I saw another post that, and they always target Susie. I think it's funny. Susie's always the first one they're reaching out to. Like I said, kudos to you that you are, now at a point that your name's getting out there and people see you as competition, whatever that might be,
Yeah.
and coming on here to get clients for themselves to do readings. And Susie,
That is totally inappropriate.
it really is inappropriate. And Susie got contacted one of the other sessions, and like I said, we're going to take that as a compliment.
Yes.
But it is inappropriate, and she can have her own live show, and that would be wonderful, and she can gather people. But
yeah, we always support people in what their process is and what they're here for. But it's not if they're doing their own show, that's one thing. But if they're coming in and bringing something into ours, then that is not appropriate at that time. So anyway, we're glad that so many of you are here today. And what I want to do, Stacy, is pick a card for you. And yours is a luminary today. So let's see what's going on for you. Okay. I love this one. This one has to do with the Neo Matrix. And this is so right on, because as we change and we unfold, and as we get closer and closer to who we are living as our true self, it changes the matrix of the energy field that we have. Not that your matrix hasn't been correct, but now as you're moving into a new way of being, that matrix, here's what I get, is that matrix gets, God, I've got chills. That matrix gets more intricate. There's more going on in your matrix than it has before. Do you feel that at all?
Oh, yes. Yes.
So,
We were even talking earlier about that,
yeah.
how certain things in my qigong, if I skip it and I do not acknowledge our piece of our planet and calm and all that, I'm off balance.
So that's really important. I would really encourage you, Stacy, to go into Neo Matrix, but do it in terms of what your matrix is. And you know, I do that journaling with your knowing self, which is coming up this month in the second Tuesday. And what I did today, I really encourage you to do in this situation, and that is have a conversation with your new matrix and find out what you need to know about it. So I wonder if I've got this in front of me. I think I put it, oh, here, maybe. No, I put it away. But I had a conversation with my cat Checkers because I wanted to see how Checkers was doing. I was pretty sure I knew, but it was just to find out. And so Checkers said that he was fine, but he was asking me, "Are you going to go away again soon?"
Oh, what a kitty
Oh, and
cat.
this when we're over where you are, Stacy, and we're doing the holistic fair in Spokane. So I told him, well, not for a while. And but he was saying he really liked the gal that is helping us, and it comes in and takes care of him while we're gone, and he really likes her. So that was good to hear. But I just love doing that kind of journaling because the truth really comes out, and I don't work at it. I just allow it to come in and come through. So I hope some people will come and join me on that. And again, sign up for our newsletter. If you go into transformational tools into the events page, you'll see the things that are coming up. Also, it'll be you can sign up for the newsletter there, and we really have some fun. We're coming into a whole different way of presenting things to you, and we have something that we will be announcing right at the end of February, and I'm just going to tell you it's called the Vortal. So maybe that will get you interested in coming and finding out what that's about. All right. Well, I think that that's it for today. And as always, I love being here with you. I always have so much fun, and appreciate you taking the time out of your day here to be with us too. So, and thank you, Stacy, as always, for your help. So bye for now. We will see you next week. We're always here on Friday at noon, and we have a good time. And I hope it has meaning for you. And as Stacy has put on there, I do a written part of this, and there's a link to our blog, and you'll find that written part there if you want to sit with some of the things that we did today. Oh, Leslie, you're so welcome. This is so much fun for me. I am so glad it helps people. All right. See you next week. Bye for now.